Warning: the No AC Only Fans podcast may include content not suited for non-mature audiences who can't take a joke. We would like to apologize to absolutely fucking nobody. Enjoy.
Welcome in to the No AC Only Fans podcast with your host, Big Crispy, aka Big Simpin, sitting across the table. You know what it is. It's my main man, Christian Klein.
Hey, what's up, people? Hey, we got a very special episode. We actually touched down in the upstate yesterday, and you guys, you may not know, he's in the flesh. We've had Aaron on in an earlier episode, but we are actually at his new crib. They just recently got a house, so we wanted to come and have him in person. Or we came to him to have him in person. What's up, Aaron?
What's going on?
Shit, man. So it's been great down here so far in South Carolina, besides 78 degrees in the house and Big Crispy been sweating. Shit. Other than that, everything's been good, brother. It's nice, cool 68 in this crib.
Oh, yeah,
Come on, man.
I mean, that heat outside, and it ain't no joke down here, man. It'll hit you.
For real. I don't mind the outside heat, bro, but when you got the house at 78 degrees, shit, bro, something's wrong with you.
I don't know. The outside today, and it's cloudy and stuff, but
It ain't bad today.
Yeah, today ain't bad. Normally, like the last week, I think it was up near like 100 degrees outside. It was getting out there.
Okay, I gotta bring this up. Can we talk about how we touched down yesterday? I think we got to my grandma's at like 8 o'clock or whatever. By 8:45, Big Crispy was on every single dating app, trying to match with bitches. Can we talk about this?
Don't be hating on my game, brother. You know how I be doing, bro. I be out here making things happen.
Got to see if that Ohio game plays in South Carolina.
For real. Sometimes you got to take some risks, brother. That's what you got to do around here.
You ain't wrong. You do got to take risks.
Hey, it is working out. I've already got some matches. What if I meet my soulmate down in South Carolina?
Well, I do have to remind you that you don't live here.
I don't.
So you going to move down here, or she going to move up there?
Shit.
We may have to figure that out when it comes to it if it gets serious, but
right.
There was some single mama on there too, and I was like, damn, bro, I could be a stepdaddy. Christian goes, you don't live here. I said, long distance stepdaddy.
Hey, you're right. Your cousin has or says she has a boyfriend that lives in Tennessee that you didn't know about.
I didn't know about nothing, bro.
That your younger daughter knew about.
Yeah.
And I don't think she's ever seen his face.
No, bro, I don't know. She said she texts him all the day. She says she texts him all the time. I was like, they had a FaceTime or something, but I don't know if they did that. But bro, nowadays in dating, you can't be dating somebody online in a different state that you've never met or seen in person, or like video chatted with. If you video chatted with them, sure, but
right.
Who doesn't say that person got a couple of bitches that they be video chatting, or a couple dudes they be talking to, getting money from them and shit, like some of these girls do out here.
Hell, I think it's funny. My youngest nephew, he plays the Oculus VR headset. And, he ran to my older brother and was like, can I add this guy as a friend? And Dylan goes, how old is he? And there was a slight pause, and he goes, he's 9. I was like, that's full of shit.
Damn. 9?
He's full of shit. Ain't no way. I bet that was a grown-ass man on there.
Bro, for real. 9 years old sounded like he's fucking just graduated college. Shit, motherfucker's been smoking for 45 years. Got his own crib. 9 years old, got his own crib.
That VR thing. I don't know if you ever done VR. That shit's real though, man.
Dude, I saw a video. We shared it on the podcast one time where that mom walked in on her son. He was playing VR in his room, and he had the TV up. She goes, "Oh, this is my son's girlfriend. They get up online and play this VR game all the time." And he's like giving her a hug in virtual reality. He's and she's like, "I love you, Emily. Hope you're doing well," or whatever her name was. So like,
wait, is that really how it is?
That's seriously, bro. It was hilarious.
There's like chat room stuff for VR. You create your own little avatar, and you can walk around these chat rooms and just talk to people. I mean, it's crazy.
kind of cool, bro.
I mean,
like,
it's cool. Like, I got a VR headset in my room behind me, and I play golf and stuff, just messing around multiplayer games.
Hold up. So this is like some Black Mirror shit.
What do you mean? What? Oh, you talking about like that? Well, you can't. Obviously, in the Black Mirror one, I think you could feel it, right? That guy that got fucked. Is that what you're talking about?
Yo,
the two dudes that was fucking?
It was the two dudes that were fucking.
And the very first episode.
But one of them was a woman, and it was...
Yeah, he was pretending to be a woman.
Yeah.
And they did it. Yeah, so... Obviously, that's not exactly real because you can't. But yeah, pretty much, bro. People get up on there. And they got like, fake girlfriends online.
Oh,
and shit.
100%. I mean, even with like voice changer and stuff with the computer, you hook up to your VR headset, you can create a girl avatar, and you can just go. You can go fuck with people and be like, God. I'm late on rent and I need $1,500.
You never seen any of those V girl streamers? Those fucking streamers that got a virtual anime avatar and they be playing games and shit all
wild, bro.
They be making money, bro.
They're getting scammed for money.
Exactly. Motherfuckers, bro. Motherfuckers are paying money. They are paying money monthly to these people that they've never seen they've never seen what they actually look like.
Exactly, because that avatar look all right, they're getting their imagination. So all of a sudden, I'm $1,500 late on rent. You got $1,500 I can borrow, and that dude's desperate. Fuck it.
So what about those TikToks where the guy's got the VR headset and he's like,
that's that
Is that real? Like, I
mean, you're not feeling it. Maybe if they got a device or something, there are those things.
So if he,
they are expensive, but there are those things out there.
So I'm just.
Chris is about to go invest in a VR headset.
I'm just putting off an idea here. So if you've got the VR headset, right? You got the VR headset, and you've got maybe, I don't know, a fleshlight, and you're using that while you're watching
you can watch the porn and use your fleshlight at the same time, bro. That shit's awesome.
That man's about to go buy a VR headset when he leaves this place, guaranteed.
For real.
That's crazy, dude.
They even got some for your phone.
Well, no, because, like, I have, like, this Oculus thing. I don't VR thing, but, like, when I had my old phone, it wouldn't work or whatever. So I was just like, fuck it, whatever.
Because it's not I think it's because it was made for really old Samsung phones when they were smaller. And phone, obviously the phones are bigger now, so they don't. Yeah. But you could probably get a compatible one for your phone now. They're only like $15, $20 online for the phone VR headsets.
You're going like Oculus and MetaQuest too. Like I think it's going to run you about $300, $400.
Yeah, see, I ain't into it like that.
Yeah, but if you get one at a heavily discounted price or for free, you'd be about it, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you can play games and shit on it.
See, that's all I do. Like I play golf. I have a football game I play. There's a knockoff Call of Duty game I play. There's a bunch of stuff you can do on there. I mean, there's chat. Like I said, there's chat rooms you can go on to, and I play poker on it. I can just deal poker cards and whatnot. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can go on it.
You could get, you could probably find one on Facebook Marketplace for discounted, a used one.
I don't know how much I trust a used one, though, because that thing goes on your face. And I'm
True. You can buy new scrub things for it or whatever, though. That's the good thing about it.
Look, that was my little brother, Ethan. No good for nothing.
No good diamond watching woman around her, bro.
No good diamond watching woman.
She only love me because she see Versace on my linen. That's a good song, bro. I don't care what people say. Since we were talking about we're down here in South Carolina and shit right now.
Red Dirt Baby goes so crazy.
That is a great song that we got to finish. But let's talk about the old neighborhood here. You guys got plenty of stories, so let's get into that.
Let's go ahead and start the Riverdale segment.
Yep.
I don't even know where to begin, man, with the Riverdale. It was just all chaos all the time. There wasn't a dull moment, really, in the old neighborhood.
It's literally like one of those neighborhoods, like, that you ride by and you're like, oh, it's so nice.
I mean, yeah. Don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful neighborhood. It's got a pond, a community pool, and everything. But underneath the surface of everything, it's like the kids really just ran that whole neighborhood. Like all the neighborhood kids. I mean, we get together and we just wreak havoc around the whole place. Maybe those bad cops were always in that neighborhood. I mean, good Lord, Greer knew where that neighborhood was.
Yeah, that's right. The GPD was all over it.
So let's get, and they have made some upgrades to the neighborhood. I mean, those couple new houses that was in there, those were pretty nice.
Right there near the pond. Have you seen that one?
I ain't been to that neighborhood in, I can't tell you how long.
Yeah, they built like a fucking it looks like a $450,000 house. Like I can't remember.
Same street that the pool was, not the same street that the pool's on, but
you're going to the pool like from Wade Hampton. You go in, take a left at the pool, and it's that first street. Take a right.
Oh yeah.
Those first two houses.
Oh yeah,
right there.
yeah. They're newer, but they're not like brand new. I remember when they were
that one's
under
empty.
construction. Yeah, there were a couple under construction, and they never renovated. Or they never
Finished.
had tenants or anything. I mean, to finish the houses, they had them up for sale, but
Probably too goddamn pricey. People can't afford it.
oh yeah, I mean the neighborhood's gone up well in price, and the neighborhood's gone down in my opinion, but. For some reason,
it don't look like they do a lot around there.
I mean, the HOA and everything just treats that thing like it's a 5-star gated.
Speaking of that, is Bob dead?
I could not tell. He was alive when I moved out, but
Damn.
I
Me and my dad were talking about that the other day. The dude, this was like, even when he was in his 70s and 80s, he would go swim miles a day.
Dang.
oh, that man could outswim
At
me
the pool?
as a kid. Yeah, like he would outswim me.
Damn.
He would be out there jogging every morning. He'd get up early in the morning, jog around the whole neighborhood. He would go to the pool, do laps around it like an Olympic-sized swimming pool.
Yeah.
I mean, he cut people's grass in the neighborhood for a little bit extra money. His wife didn't like us at all. It was we got in a lot of arguments with him and his wife. Like we were shooting basketball at the corner house next to Bob's house, and the ball just so happened to hit the rim and fly into his yard, and it barely touched his house. But his wife was standing there out the window looking at us. And she called the police, and the police came and was like, why y'all throwing the ball at that house? I'm like, what would we gain from throwing the ball at that house? She was like, well, he was like, well, that lady over there said, I was like, dude, we're shooting basketball. So he walked over and he knocked on the door, and the old lady answered the door, saw it was the cop, and slammed the door in his face. So he just opened the door and walked in himself. It's like, you called me. Like, you're going to talk to me. You called me. Like, no, you're not going to do that.
Yeah, she was trying to be on some bullshit about that guy.
Definitely on
house,
some
bro.
bullshit.
That's fucked up, bro.
Like, it was, that neighborhood was something. I mean, like I said, it was never a dull moment. People, I mean, there was somebody that offed himself in the neighborhood right by the pool.
Yeah, we was talking about that.
I remember that. I came home from school. I was on the school bus.
Me and you both. It was on my birthday.
We pulled in the neighborhood. Christian goes, yeah, that's the house somebody killed themselves in. Blew their brains out.
Yeah, from what I understood, the story behind it was his wife left him and took everything he owned.
Damn.
So he went. All he had left was a shotgun, and he went into his garage and just.
That's crazy, bro. That's sad.
Man.
I mean, it's terrible, yeah. But I mean, I remember coming home from school and just seeing all the ambulances, fire
the forensics.
Trucks. Yeah, I mean, I legitimately saw cops pulling buckets of blood just out of the garage.
Oh, that's fucked up, bro.
Like, it was bad.
Yeah, that's crazy. What was some of the other shit went down in the neighborhood? Let's talk about the man that went crazy.
Mr. Clark.
Oh, good Lord. So, Mrs. Clark, his wife, used to be a PE teacher at the middle school. She was actually my PE teacher, and I remember when I moved out and got married, my mom had called me and was like, Mr. and Mrs. Clark want to got everybody in the neighborhood together to buy you a gift. We never got that gift, but whatever. Shortly after that, he just went crazy. From what I heard, he held his family hostage with a gunpoint in there. SWAT team was all around.
That's why you never got that gift. He went AWOL. Was he the one that was on the roof, or was the other house? That was by your grandma's.
That was about my grandma's house.
Like, it was bad. Like, and see, growing up, everybody went to his house because he had a basketball goal, and he was always very friendly. He had bicycles that he modified with engines on them because his children like to race bikes.
He
on the
played
dirt
in. He told us. We never confirmed this story, but he told us that he played in the developmental league for the NBA.
Yeah, I mean,
The D League.
I don't know. I mean, he was a cool guy from what.
I mean, he was good. I mean, I don't know.
Shit, you got a guy that played in the D League. You had a bunch of D1 athletes in your fucking Pee Wee team, and you had Michael Jordan's best friend or one of his friends living down the road.
Oh yeah, Malik. That's the house we were talking about with the ball hitting the house. Yeah,
I heard that. Christian was telling me some shit. He had like a nice ass car in his garage and a bunch of boxes of clothes and shit. That's
now
wild,
about the D1 athlete, that's true too. The dude that lived at the corner near my house, his name's DJ. He went to JUCO for a little bit, and then he actually transferred to Tennessee as a cornerback.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So he was a D1 athlete.
We could try to get him on too.
Now he's married. Now he's married and has a kid.
Yep.
Damn. Sometimes that's how shit works out, man. It's crazy.
I still play with him on PlayStation every day. We talk a good bit. I think he's on PlayStation right now.
Yeah, ask him if he wants to be on the podcast.
No,
I added him on Snap yesterday. I can message him.
Yeah, I mean, it don't matter. You can hit him up, or I can hit him up. One of the two.
Yeah.
I told him yesterday you were coming you were in town, so.
What'd he say?
He was like, "That's dope."
Oh yeah.
So what's some of your favorite stories from the neighborhood then? What's one thing you guys got into?
Oh, we talked about your brother's roommate's sister. And what happened in high school?
Oh Lord.
Oh God.
I don't even want to go back to that, dude. That was interesting, man. I mean,
damn.
From what I understand, she took a cock on the couch and the younger sister was watching.
That's just awesome. That's what I heard and stuff.
On video.
I don't know. That's just what I heard. It's just one of them things that just kind of went around the neighborhood and,
did the video go around school?
I don't think so. If it did, I never saw it. I mean, you didn't really want to either.
Damn.
God damn.
To be honest, there was no part of me that wanted anything to do with that.
Nope. Sometimes those situations you just try to stay out of. You're like, shit, bro.
I'm doing my own fucking thing.
Bro.
I heard about it and I thought it was funny, but I don't want no part of that.
Now, I will say that that road by the pool that goes into a dead end into the woods. If you go deep enough in those woods, I was telling them about the bamboo house, but if you go further in, I don't know how you get to his house or his driveway, but there's just random house with the greenhouse. And I can only assume he's growing marijuana out there, but But as a kid, we'd always go down there, and he hated people on his property. So he would, if he spotted us, he would get on his four-wheeler with a shotgun and just start chasing us through the woods.
Oh,
and
yeah.
We'd turn it into a game. We'd be climbing trees, jumping over bushes, seeing who can get out alive.
That's fucking wild.
It's wild, but
you're risking your life to have fun, bro.
Saturday afternoon when you have nothing else to do,
you're like fuck it, man. It's we're just chilling, we're having fun. Why don't we go risk our life, piss off somebody by being on his property? Let's go piss him off and fucking have him chase us with the shotgun.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds like a good time.
I mean, the adrenaline you get from that, you ain't gonna match that.
I mean, I did some dumb shit. Now nowadays, this would not fly in any town. But back in the day, we could get away with it. We used to play Manhunt when airsoft was big, like when it first started up. We got all those airsoft guns and shit. And I mean, we had legit ones. I had an M16, like looked like a fucking M16. It was like $200 offline.
Damn.
Bought that shit. My mom got it for me for my birthday. We used to roam around town. We would send one person out. And that person would have like only an airsoft pistol, and they would have to hide in our little town. And then you just see a bunch of fucking kids roaming through town with fake guns, airsoft guns, trying to hunt down someone. We find our friend. It doesn't matter if there's a citizen nearby or not. We're fucking unloaded on that son of a bitch. We're just fucking putting people's in harm's way, bro. We were so fucked up for doing that, but it was so fun. But like we only had 2 cops in the town.
Yeah.
And our one buddy's mom was a cop, so like she knew us well, and like she busted us doing some dumb shit like TPing houses and stuff before, but she's always let us go. She don't fucking she's just like, get the fuck out of here. But yeah, like if we had more cops, or like nowadays, they have the sheriff patrol in the town. The sheriff see that shit, we're fucking. We might get shot, brother.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You fucking around.
Shoot now, ask questions later.
Yeah, bro, that's what they do nowadays. They don't give a fuck. That thing looks like a gun. You're done for.
Now, here, a funny story. It was well after Christian done moved out and went to Ohio. We were at 2 a.m. out of nowhere. We decided, let's go ding dong ditch. Have a good little time. Piece of shit, just being a piece of shit kid.
Right.
And we were standing in front of this one dude's house, and we were like, "This is the house we're going to ding dong ditch." It's 2 a.m. Their dad asleep. He's gonna be pissed. It's gonna be funny. Well, we were sitting in front of the house in the road right there at the edge of the yard, and we were like, "Who's gonna do it?" We're sitting there deciding. All of a sudden, this dude flips open his window. What the hell you guys doing out there? I'm like looking around. Ethan's standing next to me looking at me. I'm looking around for Patrick. Patrick is running down the street. He's already made it to the pool by the time I realized he was gone. So I, in my best effort, was like, I'm so sorry, my brother, he's not all the way there, and he got out. So I grabbed Ethan by his shoulder and I started pulling him down the road just to get out of the situation.
That's funny as fuck, man.
He's mentally challenged. We don't know what he's
got
doing.
An issue. Yeah, dude. That's some shit happened like that to me too when we were fucking ding dong ditching one time. There was a little bar in town and it had an alleyway, and a lot of people went back out in the alleyway to smoke because they didn't have like a smoking section or anything. And there's a house like kind of right on the backside of the alley. We went to Ding Dong Dish the house, and somebody from the bar yelled at us. I've never ran faster in my fucking life, bro. I probably put up some fucking college record numbers sprinting back to my house. I mean, I probably sprinted. It was a good probably about a mile and a half back to my house from where we were. I fucking ran so fast, and we hopped in through the fucking window because we snuck out. So we hopped in through the fucking gaming room window, like our computer room, and we changed our clothes and shit, bro. We were so afraid the cops was gonna come to our house or something, dude. Shit was funny. We like started playing Halo 2. We were like wiping the sweat off of us, like act like nothing happened. We've been here the whole time.
We used to play Manhunt. In the neighborhood, we'd wait till 1, 2 in the morning. Just so when all the kids in the neighborhood would be dressed head to toe in black. We'd be blacked out, and 9 times out of 10, somebody would see us, and the cops would get involved because they see a whole bunch of people running around in all black. They were about to stake some house. So at that point, it got so normal. I can't remember what the signal was, but somebody would give a signal, like yell or whistle or something, and we knew the cops were there, and then it turned into a giant game of hide and seek and get the fuck home.
Yeah, that's funny as fuck, bro. Like, that's the fun shit to do, though.
Oh yeah,
you know what
when you're a piece of shit kid with nothing. I mean, kids out there listening, don't follow by example. I mean, it's completely stupid to do. But.
You giving some old lady a heart attack? She sees fucking 7 kids outside dressed in all black. Oh my god, they're coming to rob me, my house, and my car. It's about to
What's really funny is there was one time I was hiding in some dude's front yard behind his tree, and I guess he heard commotion or something, so he came out. And he looked at me, he goes, hey, and it scared the shit out of me. So I turned around and I was about to bolt. He goes, what are you doing? I said, we're just playing Manhunt, man. I'm just trying to hide. I'm sorry for waking you up. He goes, oh, well, that's not a very good hiding spot if you want the gates unlocked. Some motherfuckers invited me to his backyard. I was like, no, thanks.
Oh, bro, he was trying to diddle you. That's what he was trying to do.
I don't feel like being touched today. I'm sorry, man.
He said it's going to turn from a manhunt to an actual manhunt. They going to be looking for my ass. I'm going to be on the news.
I got a real good hiding spot for you. Come on inside.
Next thing you know, you're passed out on the plane to Hawaii.
Shit, dude. Like, God. I was like, dude, I'm good. But I appreciate the offer. And I got up and I just walked away. I yelled. I'm like, I'm out.
Shit,
Jeffrey Dahmer was trying to slip you a drink. The new age
Jeffrey
Bill Cosby
Dahmer is slipping drinks out here, brother. You got to worry about that shit, man. Everybody's got to worry about that. That's the problem with that shit nowadays, bro. Is like you can't fucking trust nobody, man. You can't trust nobody with your drugs. Can't trust nobody with your alcohol. You fucking bro, it's fucked around here nowadays.
Hey, I seen a post that said Bill Cosby tried that shit in the wrong generation because these new age bitches love pills and they love old men.
You ain't wrong, bro. He could have got him some coochie.
You know, I've read somewhere that I forget where it was, but they invented a straw that goes into alcoholic beverages and it'll light up green or something if there's a foreign substance in it.
Oh shit,
that's good, man.
I was like, we need that. I mean, it's gotten out of hand.
I've seen there's those ones now too where like there's like some system where they created it, and some bars have them. Obviously, it's expensive, but basically every time they make a drink, they can cap it with like like one of those seals like you see on boba teas or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they just cap it and then put a straw through it, so it's harder to do. You'd have to pour that shit down the straw.
I mean, that's a good idea.
I mean, it helps prevent shit, but I mean, people are gonna be shitty, bro. It don't matter.
I mean, yeah,
shit. It don't matter if you're out in the real world or you're in prison and getting fucking your ass raped by I can't get over that story, dude. That shit fucking shocked my mind. You know, you never the same after that.
No.
If that happens to me, bro, you better take me out to the back of the bar and put me down, brother. Put me down. I'm not living. Fuck that.
You can't even look.
I don't think I'd last in prison. I'm gonna be honest right now. I don't think I would last a day in prison. I think I'd be the bitch number one.
No,
right? Day one.
I think if you can get in with the right people, you're good.
I mean, yeah, but the first couple of days, you know, you're new, so they're trying to fill you out and shit. I mean, you ain't going to, unless you're part of a gang or whatever. You're not gonna know what to do in prison.
That's why you got to make that power move, bro. I watched that. Like, have you ever watched the 60 Days In and shit like that? Some of them motherfuckers are smart, and they're like, yeah, I watched past seasons. And they realize like they'll give up their food tray, their first food tray to somebody just to get in with them. Be like, yo, bro, here's my tray. I just want to become friends with you. You know, like
I find the biggest dude in there and be like, you know, here's my food. I'll give you it for the rest of the week. I don't give a shit, dude. Like,
and then you link up with them and be like, bro, I'm just asking for protection, man. Be my man, bro. Like, let's fucking get it, bro.
Don't be my man like that.
Yeah, don't be putting it in my ass that night, but goddamn.
I ain't saying all that, but just watch my back.
Yeah, help
without watching my back, you know what I mean?
Watch my back without putting it in my back, please.
Speaking of that, we need to play that song for Aaron and get his reaction.
Yes, so... Bro, this song had me fucking dying.
It had us dying on the way here, dude.
And, like, it is one of those songs, like, I was literally just randomly on... So, SoundCloud does, like, a weekly, like, top songs, right? And they, like, they'll send you a list of, like, songs that are popular on the website. So, I was, like, sitting there, and I'm, like, listening through the list, and, like, there was some fire shit in there. And then, all of a sudden, I'm, like, sitting at work, I'm working on something, and this song starts playing, and I'm like... What the fuck is this, bro? I fucking turned that shit off so quick. I was like, what? And I told Christian, I said,
the co-workers to hear this song.
I was like, Christian, you got to hear this shit. So we was about to play you. It's called Good Looking by Dixon Dallas. Now, this might get copyrighted or something, so make sure to give this episode a like, and a follow if you're new here. Good Looking, Dixon Dallas. Here we go. I want your real reaction.
There's something about the way you look in my eyes. Like a starry night, you light up my sky. You lean in closer and my heart starts to pound. I heard you sigh, I love that sound. He's bouncing off my booty cheeks, I love the way he rides. I can hardly breathe when he's pumping deep inside. I kiss him on his neck and then he kisses on my booty.
This shit is wild, bro.
While I holler, man, that boy's so damn good looking.
This has got to be a parody of something else.
No, this is a real. He's got two songs.
I don't want it to end. Every day we spend together, I fall more into him. That boy, he takes my breath away. I can't find the words to say, so I wrote this little note. Kiss it, seal it, so you know I've got some time, if you've got some time too. You've been on my mind, baby, let me remind you while I lay you down. I can't get enough, I'm stuck in your love, that's fine with me. Nowhere else I wanna be. He's bouncing off my booty cheeks, I love the way he rides. I can hardly breathe when he's pumping deep inside. I kiss him on his neck and then he kisses on my bussy.
My bussy. The problem is the fucking hook is so good. It sounds so good. The song flows so well.
The beat, I really like the beat. Like, I was like, damn,
It flows so well. That's the funny thing.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Oh my god.
It's like a great song, but it's about some gay sex.
He's bouncing off my booty cheeks. I love the way he rides.
I can just see people going down to the beach and just blasting this.
Bro, yes. That would be some hilarious shit, bro. We should go around town and playing this song. We should just go set up somewhere and just start blasting this song, bro, and like dancing to it outside or something for a podcast. Like that shit would be hilarious.
Just go to a random bar and find somebody drunk and be like,
oh my god, that's a good idea.
Blind react to the song,
Yeah. Hey, I want your idea of this new song we just heard.
Yeah, like we just got out of the studio. Let me know. It's a blind reaction,
That shit is funny as fuck. And he has another song. It's called Like Whiskey, and it's pretty much the same thing. It's about his lover.
To each their own, I guess. I don't...
Yeah.
Nothing... Hey, I'm not saying anything wrong.
No. I mean, if it makes you happy, you're happy. I mean,
that is the first, like... That is the first gay positive song.
Oh God, yeah.
That I've ever heard like somebody would be willing to make a record like that is crazy. And the fact that it sounds actually it flows well and it actually fucking sounds good is a problem.
He's bouncing off my booty.
That's one of those songs, you could submit to a radio station if they don't listen to the song beforehand. They just listen to like the opening beat or something. Like, okay, this is gonna be a pretty good song. Like, and they just play it.
What if they played that shit on a religious station?
Oh god.
Oh, bro, we should try to get a song. We should do that. We should try to call radio stations and try to get somebody to play that song. That would be hilarious.
I mean, that would be their job, probably. I mean,
I don't know if it would be their job. Just be like, this is my request, and then they start playing it, and they hear that fucking first voice bouncing off my booty.
I mean, that would be cut off the radio immediately.
I know that's what would be the hilarious
It would
thing.
be bouncing off my boot, and that'll be it.
And then they're fucking like, sorry, we didn't know that's what that song was gonna be. That shit is hilarious.
That would be fucked, dude.
Oh my god!
I would like to play bouncing, or what is it called? Whatever I like, or I want to play "Good Looking" by Nix and Dallas. And they're like, damn, that's probably gonna be a country song about some good looking girl. And then they get up all there. No, that's
oh no!
I still think one of the funniest songs is a country song. It's "She Getting Dick Down in Dallas."
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
There's a lot of good comedy country songs out there. There needs to be more.
I like
comedy
Willie
music.
Walker Jr. Sit on my face.
That is a good one too. Shit.
There's a band, I think it's called like the 60-minute band or something. Their whole thing is they create a song in 60 minutes that they record. So they're on a time frame. Within that 60 minutes, they create the song, produce the song, and then edit the song. And it's kind of funny. There's one it's called "You Want My Sister" or something like that. It's about his girlfriend, and every time she comes over, she's looking at his sister, like kind of in that way. And eventually, she breaks up with him, and then goes to marry the sister. And he's talking about Thanksgiving's awkward as shit.
That's funny. That's some shit, bro. If my fucking bitch left me for my sister, god damn, you down bad, bro. You can't recover that family. All those family functions from there on out. I would fucking not show.
There would be no shot.
If that bitch had a sister, I'd go find her sister. Start dating her. Shit.
Like Emily was like, "I'm leaving you for Ethan," but like, well, fuck it. I guess I don't.
Yeah.
Shit, I got better options out there sometimes. Hey, that's what sometimes you got to do. Hey, old Johnny Ross needs to learn that there's plenty of fish in the sea.
Yeah, there plenty is.
And he's in the but he's in the biohazard pond. You know what I mean? He's stuck in the biohazard. He needs to get himself to some freshwater oceans or something, bro.
Yeah.
Or something.
He needs
that motherfucker needs to get out of
according to Big Crispy, he just needs to come to South Carolina.
Shit, there is law-file women down here in South Carolina. Don't wrong with that. What's wrong with that? I'll tell you what.
I'll just let you have your little fantasy.
I will tell you what. I'm not saying that there's no ugly people down here. There's definitely been a couple. There's more than a couple. There's definitely been a fair share that I've swiped left on here. But I will say the ratio of older women that are single down here is a lot higher, and the ratio of like ugly chubby chicks is a lot less down here.
Because
like a lot of the girls down here that got something on them are cute as fuck. And the girls up north in Columbus, bro, some of them bitches look like goddamn Oscar the Grouch, man. I can't fuck with that shit.
Man.
Some of the girls up there look like, you'd be like, oh damn, like, they'll take the pictures like face up, neck up or something.
Are you trying to say they're Southern Fried Cooking good looking?
Yes, they're Southern Fried Cooking good looking. Damn, bro, you know what I
don't know why it made me think of this, but you mentioned Oscar the Grouch. Sesame Street recently came out and said that their newest puppet is the first ever homeless puppet on Elmo.
Yeah, that's
and everybody's
crazy.
like, Oscar the Grouch hadn't been living in a trash can for the past 20 fucking years.
For real, bro. For real. And that's the problem. And like, I don't know. It seems like all the girls down here, some of them got their shit together too, like the girls up at Columbus, bro. I can't be having those bitches that got no kid, no job, no car. They live in that home with their parents. They got 6 kids, bro. Come on. I can't
be careful
do
down
it.
here. They won't admit it, but a lot of them do have 6 kids.
Listen.
6 baby daddies.
You gotta hear this one girl I came across with. I was laughing to Christian. This girl's profile basically said, I live on, I take care of like 17,000 acres, some farm, had the farm name, the ranch name up there on there, whatever. She goes, I don't really ever have free time. I can't really leave the farm. So you're going to have to come in here and live with me and provide, and you're going to have to like it. And she basically said, we're going to live on this farm and raise a family together. Oh, and by the way, this is fucked up to say. I'm not agreeing with this, but she said no black people.
Damn.
And I was like, holy shit. First off, straight to the point, I get it. But the fact that somebody would put that in their fucking title.
No fucks given.
Dude, that shows you we's in a different place down here. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I don't mind it, but like I don't mind, you know, I've dated black girls and shit. I like girls of color, but like for the fact that some people down here, it seems like they just not about it, man. It's a little crazy.
Yeah, Red Dirt Baby goes so crazy.
Hey, man, I get it, though. It is what it is. Everybody's got preferences, man. You can't hate on somebody for having preferences, but
that's true.
It's a little crazy when you put it out there like that. You know what I mean? It's different if you just don't, you know, you're never going to swipe left on that person, so why say something? You know what? Or, you know, right on that person, so why would you say something? Like, why not just not put it in your title and then never match with somebody of that color? Like,
Chris,
that would be easier, more appropriate to do than be flat out at all. It's like, I don't want
Chris,
none of them.
I just think that she wants you to be bouncing off her booty cheek.
Hey, I can't live on a farm with some chick. I'm not gonna do that life.
See Big Crispy out there on a tractor tilling the field.
Yeah,
you know?
bro. What am I gonna do when I gotta go? Hey, baby, I gotta leave for the podcast. We're about to fly, you know, to fucking L.A. or some shit. You know, we gotta meet up with somebody. Nope, can't leave. You gotta be here raising the kids. Fuck that, bro.
There's a field that need tilling.
Yeah, fuck that, man. I ain't farming 17,000 acres of fucking farmland. You see my ass, bro? That truck,
from what I heard,
that tractor better have AC. That tractor better have a fucking TV in there and a game system. That bitch better have autopilot.
Hell, from what I
that's
heard,
the only way I'll plow
at your grandma's house at 78 degrees. They need a fucking tractor surviving.
That, bro. Fuck that.
Unless it's a crispy 68.
I grew up in that shit. I grew up in that, like, you know, a lot of the farm town and shit like that, and I've been inside them tractors and stuff, and it is not fun. Fuck it.
Well, I think the newer tractors have AC in them now.
Yeah, but fuck that, bro. You're literally spending all day driving up and fucking down a field, bro, harvesting crop. Fuck that.
I mean, it puts the food on the table.
I don't give a fuck. It doesn't pay worth of shit, and it's not fun.
Oh, no, dude. Have you drove past any farmland down here?
Farmers that rent their farmland, you know, make a decent amount of money. Like people that own farmland and rent it. But, bro, being a farmer does not generate a lot of money. Like
nowadays, they say it doesn't. Yeah, because of subsidies and whatever.
Exactly. So why would I spend millions of dollars to become a farmer to be in debt for the rest of my fucking life? That's like, right. I you know, applaud the people that do it. I'm not saying anything's wrong with it.
Eat without
but that's just not an occupation that I am down for.
Right. I get it.
Too much work, bro. Too much work.
I say we take a little quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
All right, we'll take a quick commercial break and we'll see you in a minute. And we back.
We back and we better than ever.
I got a cat joining my side now.
We got some feline.
Showed it a little bit of love. Now it's can't get away from me. So,
like I said, don't you wish some baby mamas would treat you like that?
Shit. I'll give a little baby mama a little bit of love. She's take all my money, bro. Fuck that. I don't need some bullshit like that one chick. Remember this chick? She tried to burn me in the past, right? I told this story, I think, on the podcast. The girl I went. She wanted me to meet her dad. She's like, oh, yeah, my dad loves fishing. I was like, oh, shit. Like, I fish and shit. I got all my shit in my car. Like, I'll meet him if you want to, like, go out and we'll do a fishing day or something with him. So that's what we did, you know, go to her house, meet her dad. Seems like a... At the time, you know, I was like, oh, he's a nice dude. I don't know what he does for work, but goddamn, he was a bub, you know? I didn't know that. I didn't know he was a bub, but... so we like go out, right? And she goes, oh shit, he needs to get weights and worms. So we stopped at the store to get some worms and some weights. And this motherfucker goes, I didn't bring my wallet. I was like, damn, bro. I'm like, all right, don't worry, I'll get it. You know, it was only like $10 or something, bro. Not a big deal. So I get the worms, right? We go out fishing and shit. We're fishing, having a good time, you know, talking to them and shit, getting to know them. We go back to the house, right? We're chilling. And she goes, damn, I'm hungry. I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of hungry too. You want to go out and get some dinner or something? And she's like, oh, I was thinking about getting some pizza or something. And I was like, all right, I'm cool with that if that's what you want to do. I was like, where do you want to get it from? She was like, oh, Domino's up the street. Let's get that. And she goes, can you order a couple pizzas for my family? I said, yeah, I'll order a couple pizzas for your family. I said, I'm going to go pick them up. You stay here. I'll go get them. I went back home, drove 45 minutes back home, blocked that bitch. I ain't buying no pizza for your family, bro. Get the fuck out of here trying to use me for my money, bro.
I'll be right back. I gotta drive up the street.
So here's where I fucked up. Right? So I was, I was down bad, was going through some shit. I was like, man, I need to try to find me some woman again, right? I made the mistake of, re-adding her on Facebook. And, we got to sit there. We was talking this shit. She was doing well again. She's like, oh, I want to hang out with you again and shit. And I'm like, yeah, we'll figure it out or something. And she goes, literally not even like a week after we start like kind of just chit-chatting back and forth again, she hits me with a message one day and goes, oh, yeah, like if you want to hang out this Saturday, we can hang out. But I don't drive, so you're going to have to come pick me up. And she lives like 30 minutes away. I'm like, fuck, like, all right, I'm all right with that. It's not that big of a deal. But then she hits me with I really ain't got no money right now. Can I borrow $50 until next Tuesday? I said, I opened the message, I read it. I just said, damn, that sucks. And then I put her back on the blacklist. I fucking ain't fucking with that shit, bro. You ain't fucking trying to get me twice, man. After, like, come on, bro. What is up with bitches doing that, man?
You always know that's my reply. Damn, that sucks.
Damn, that sucks, brother.
It'd have been even funnier if when they first started messing back, she was like, you back with the pizzas yet?
Hey, whatever happened with those paints?
We're still hungry over here.
Bro, I've had my bad share with chicks, man. I had the one chick that we were driving down the highway and I was taking her back to her parents' house. She goes, I need you to stop on the side of at the gas station here at the light and get me a pack of Marlboro Reds. I said, what? You're underage? So first off, we were like, this was like right after me and my baby mom broke up. And I don't know. I was like, I think I was 18 and she was like 17 or 16 or something. And like we weren't like fucking or anything. We was just chilling. Like, don't get it wrong, bro.
Sounds a little illegal.
Hey, we went to high school together, bro. She was in the same grade as my baby mama.
Tell that to the local police.
Hey, fuck you, bro. I just turned 18, and it was like 6 months after having a kid.
So you just now broke the law.
Hey, fuck yourself, bro. Hey, we wasn't fucking. I never did anything wrong, but we hung out.
Because she wanted you to get back of our
No.
My first felony.
She wanted me to bounce off that booty cheeks, but I wasn't about it. I wasn't trying to catch me a charge.
You would have been somebody would have been bouncing off yours at the county jail.
Big Bubba would have had his way, I'm telling you.
Hey, fuck no, bro. I'm telling you, I can't get myself in that situation because I'm off myself. I'll be for real.
First day in the jail cell, hey boy, you got a pretty mouth.
Nope,
I want you, and I'm going to take you.
I get what I want, ask around.
That. Anyways, she tells me to pull up to the gas station and get these Marlboro Reds. I said, no, I'm not buying them for you. She fucking grabs my phone as we're driving on 270, which is like the major highway, going 75 miles per hour. She grabs my phone out of the fucking like cup holder and holds it out the fucking window and says, if you don't take me to get a pack of fucking cigarettes, I'm going to drop your phone out this window right now. I said, Jesus fucking Christ, give me my goddamn phone. I'll fucking take you to get cigarettes. I fucking bought that pick. I like fucking gave her money, right? I gave her like, what was it? A $10 or $15 bill or something. My bad. I forgot. She was underage. She couldn't buy him. I went in and got him. I fucking, came back, gave him to her ass, dropped her off at the fucking house. And As soon as I fucking dropped her off, and she fucking kissed me bye, I fucking blocked that bitch so fast. She wasn't even in the goddamn house before she was on the block list. Big Crispy said, I ain't fucking with this bitch no more. Fuck that shit. You ain't gonna try to sit there and do some toxic shit like that to me, bro. I ain't fucking with it. So that bitch was on the block list before she even made it in the house. She didn't even know what was going on by the time I got home. She didn't, you know, and then she had her friend. The funny thing was she had her friend, a mutual friend, messaged me like a couple days later, and she goes, oh, you know, so-and-so said that you were like blocked, or like she was blocked or something, can't message you anymore. She's like, she thinks it was an accident because she said you guys were like talking or something. I go, oh no, it was on purpose. I said, you can tell that bitch goodbye. I ain't fucking with it.
It's a no-go.
It is a no-go. If she tried to get something out of you on the first date, it is a no-go. Do not spend that money. Shit. I mean, if you ask a bitch out on a date, pay for it, right? But I take her out on the date, you know, and we go and, we get dessert or something or whatever. And after that, on the way home, she goes, hey, can you stop there and get me a 6-pack and some fucking smokes or something? I'll be like, God damn, bro, that's instantly no. Hey, can you contribute a little bit to my electric bill or pay fucking something like that? God damn, bro, no.
You can bounce off my booty cheeks for a pack of Marlboro Reds and a 6-pack.
It's like our one buddy, remember? He said that chick asked him for money for her phone bill, right? And he said he went outside in the mailbox, found her phone bill, opened it up. She had a $0 balance. He wasn't giving her that $75. We ain't fuck with that shit, bro. You got to do a little bit of investigating if some shit like that comes up.
You got to read between the lines.
For real, bro. And I mean, that's the problem is like motherfuckers be doing this shit at the beginning of relationships. Like, if it's like with you and Rachel, where you're years into a relationship and she needs money, that's one thing, bro.
Right.
Or she, needs some food.
I know.
That's one thing, but goddamn, bro. First week.
Came from the soul, bro.
First week or first month? God, no, sirree. Get the fuck out my line.
Yeah, you're right. People down bad. And if they're down bad at the beginning, they gonna be down bad to the end, buddy.
Exactly, bro. I ain't ended up with no trailer trash. Let's be honest here. I am never gonna live like that. I'm not gonna get my life in that situation. It ain't happening. Never, ever.
You know what I was thinking about the other day out of nowhere? I remember I called Christian one day. I was going to work. I said, "What you been up to, man?" He goes, "Oh, nothing. My fucking car got stolen."
That shit was so fun, bro. He called me at work or whatever. No, it wasn't at work. It was the weekend because we did a podcast. We were listening to it on the way down here. It was the same day we did a podcast. He calls me. He goes, "Hey, guess what?" I said, "What's going on, Chris?" He goes, "Woke up. Car wasn't in the parking lot. Started calling around a couple tow companies. One told me to call the Columbus Police Department. They told me it was stolen." He goes, "I'm fucked." He's like, "Can you come pick me up?
Yeah,
I need to have a drink. Can you come pick me up and we can hang out?" So I came picked him up. We went back to my house. We did a podcast. Oh, that shit was so funny.
I mean, the only thing that made me laugh, he was just so nonchalant about it. Like I said, what's up? And just so nonchalant, he goes, "Oh, nothing, my fucking car got stolen." I said, "Fucking what?"
I know, bro. I'd be flipping out, man. It was just hilarious how like nonchalant it was.
And then I kept asking him, I'd call him every once in a while. I'm like, "What's the update on the car?" He nothing. But finally I was like, "What's the update on the car?" And he was like, "They found it in the field on some cinder blocks."
Yeah, bro, that shit was like, "They found my car." I'm like, "Oh shit, was it wrecked?" And he goes, "No, but it was out in the field on cinder blocks, missing everything."
It wasn't wrecked, but like they took everything off of it, so it was missing a lot of things. So
it was basically the shell of the car,
right?
Minus the interior.
My wife used to work at Ross, and I went up there to see her one day, and I saw her car, and her tag was missing. So I was like, "Hey, did you take your tag off or something?"
It's probably by mama.
And she goes, "No, why?" I said, "Well, your tag's not on your car no more." So she runs out. I run out. We're freaking out. She calls Greer City, and I have to go all the way back to Spartanburg. I have to get in contact with Spartanburg. Neither one of them are wanting to do anything because they're like, "Well, it was in Greer, so it had to happen in Greer." But then the Greer police was like, "You live in Spartanburg, so you have to contact Spartanburg." So we're going back and forth. And finally, I'm at work one day, and I get a random phone call. And I normally don't answer a phone number I don't know. I just kind of, that's kind of how I am. But I was like, something told me I need to answer this. So I answer hello. He goes, is this Mr. Aaron? I said, yeah. I said, who's this? He goes, this is Sheriff so-and-so with the Greer City Police. I was like, oh, hey, man, how you doing? He goes, you still missing a tag? I said, yes, sir. We got a new one, though. He was like, well, are you still missing the old one? I said, yes, sir. He goes, well, one of my deputies pulled somebody over with the tag. Just know we got it in custody. So
Oh, shit, bro.
he was like, he just said, have a good day, and he hung up the phone.
Bro, the fact that your mama used to do that was fucked up. Bitch, just go out, steal the license plates, put them on a car.
Yeah, they used to go in the Walmart parking lot, steal tags, and sell them to their friends. Because they also didn't have no tag. Everybody in the circle was using somebody else's tags.
That's so fucked up, bro. That's so easy to get pulled over. All the cops got to do.
What they would do is they would look in big-ass parking lots to find the exact same type of cars.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So they would call up their buddies and be like, yo, I got that 06 blue Honda Civic. Let's get
is the car that got pulled over wasn't even a Honda. So it was not matching at all. So, I mean, the second he got pulled over, they would know.
Yeah. They ran those plates and was like, woo, woo, woo.
That's the shit that's fucked up, bro. I'm pretty sure my tags are expired right now. And good thing it's covered up by my license plate cover.
Hold up.
I thought they were supposed to renew, like, on my birthday. Because that's when I got them.
You have to.
I thought I got 2-year tags. I got 1 year, or not even it's the sticker, the registration. Bob had.
That's the biggest fucking.
I thought I got a 2-year sticker.
Police.
I got a 2 years. I thought I got a 2-year sticker, but I got a 1 year sticker. That shit's been expired for a year.
He's making sure this excuse.
But I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change it when my birthday comes up here in a couple weeks. Don't worry.
You have to, or they'll delete you out the system.
I know.
You don't exist anymore.
That's what happens. That's what happened to Cox. We had him on last week.
They just deleted his car out the system?
Yeah, because he didn't buy tags for 3 years.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm going to have to go get me some tags.
He'd only take the back roads home. No, speaking of that, there's a guy that I talk to every day. This motherfucker has got like a 2001 Trailblazer. And it's not the best condition. Let's just say that.
Not at all.
He's got a temporary tag that expired in August of 21.
God
damn.
So he took a fucking marker.
He made it a 3?
He made it a 3. And I texted his ass about it because there was a meme on Facebook. It said some shit along the lines of... it was like a tag and it said, I swear to God I'm on my way to the BMV right now. And I sent that shit to him and he goes, don't fuck with my Trailblazer. I'm going to take care of that tomorrow. Maybe.
That shit ain't been taken care of.
That shit has not been taken care of. Now the funny part is I saw that vehicle. I didn't even know it was my homie's. So I took a picture of that shit and I sent it. I think I sent it to you. And I said, "Oh my God!" And then 3 days later, we get to work at the same time. I'm like, "Oh my fucking God, it's you!" And he gets out the car. I said, "You know that temporary tax expired 2 years." He goes, "Yeah, I've been meaning to take care of that."
Well, they gave an exception, didn't they, during COVID? Like for extra.
Probably they gave an exception to everybody.
It was like
COVID.
an extra 6 months or something like that. You could wait. Yeah. God damn, that's 2 years. Not
COVID's
6 months.
Fucking bit over, buddy. We're creeping up into 2024.
You're true.
So here's something funny that I used to be like an electrician. I used to do house meters and stuff, change them out and whatnot.
Yeah.
And they sent me to Vermont for like half a year or so. It was a couple months, and every time there was a big electricity theft problem up in Vermont. So we had to report it. One time I went to this house. I wasn't even checking the notes, make sure the power was on or off. I was just kind of doing daily routine or whatever. I knocked on the door, and I got to looking at my phone waiting, and it said power was supposed to be off. So I was like, what the fuck? So I knocked on the door again. Somebody finally answered the door, and I said, hey, I'm Aaron. I'm with the so-and-so power company. I'm just here to change your electric meter. And she goes, oh, well, I'm not supposed to have power right now. And I look past her. She's got a TV on, lights going, fan going. I mean, everything's gone. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so I'm like, okay, well, I'm just still going to change the meter, but, it is what it is. So I walk around, and she's got this extension cable going from her meter to the other house. She walks around the corner. She's like following the extension cord. She goes, that's my sister's house. She's giving me her power. I said, ma'am, this is highly illegal. She goes, you going to turn me in? I said, if I don't, I'll lose my job. She goes, please. I was like, I got to. She was like, but she kept bugging me. I was like, you know what? I won't tell. That's fine. Whatever. I'm just going to change the meter and be on my way. She was like, oh, thank you. She went back inside. I went straight to my truck and called my fucking manager.
That's how you do it, bro.
I'm surprised she didn't say, you come on in here. I'll make it right.
Yeah, fuck that.
Bro, but that's what you do when you run into situations like that, bro. And people are begging you. You just tell them, yeah, I'm not gonna do you wrong, man. I'll make an exception this time. And then you go and you fucking do the wrong in the private. Yeah. You there go fucking call their ass in, and you be like, hey, you fuck yourself, buddy.
When you're doing house meters, you're supposed to have an imaginary 6-foot bubble around you at all times in case it arc flashes that hits you and don't hit the customer. Because I'm covered and the customer ain't. And I was changing this one meter, and this dude was like looking over my shoulder. I'm like, dude, you gotta back up. He goes, oh, it's okay. He's being an electrician. I know what I'm doing. I know what you're doing. I said, that's all fine and dandy, but get the hell back. And he wouldn't do it, so I got tired of it. So I went to go put the new meter in. And as soon as the prongs touched the forks, I started shaking violently, and he took off running into the house. I didn't see him. I slammed that thing in there, and I got my truck and I hauled ass out of there.
He was in there calling the cops. Oh my god, the electric man is dead. He's dead.
Oh my god.
He's laying out there in my yard. I know he's fucked fried.
I had this one customer tell me I could pull in their yard because their driveway was full, and I was like, okay, so I'll put 2 tires onto their grass. Well, I slowly took off, and I guess I made an indent with my tires or whatever, but he came running down the street after me. He finally got me. He's like, you messed up my yard. I said, you told me I could park there. I said, I can't help that it's snowing and raining all day up here. And he was like, well, I'm going to call your supervisor. And I was like, my supervisor ain't going to do nothing, dude. I mean, that's on you. You told me where to park. I parked exactly where you told me to. You ain't putting that shit on me, no.
People sometimes, man, everybody wants, thinks they're entitled for their way or something. And it's funny as fuck when somebody's clearly in the wrong, and then they try to make it like they're the victim.
See, in that situation, if I'm in an argument, I know I'm wrong. At that point, I'm just trying to piss you off the whole time. I know I'm wrong. You know I'm wrong. I'm just here to make you mad.
Those arguments are the best. When somebody's mad, we was at that Halloween party, and that chick kept talking about politics. And at this point, Christian's just like, bro, fuck this bitch. He just keeps fucking with her, and she's just getting so pissed off, bro. It was fucking hilarious. It was to the point where we talked about it before. She started chanting shit in the fucking party. Everybody's like, shut the fuck up. And then, basically her friends had to get involved, and they called Christian an asshole. They said, you're an asshole for keep hanging it on.
I do that shit during video games. I'll play Call of Duty. Win or lose, I'm constantly just trying to piss out
for real.
And these people message me, dude, we were playing ranked in Call of Duty, and my team ended up winning, and this dude was talking mad shit, and he kept messaging me afterwards. So I kept just sending smiley faces and shit like that, smiley face with the heart. He got more and more mad every time I sent an emoji over.
Bro, people get some they get some butt hurt, bro. That's the shit that's funny. When somebody really gets butt hurt, you just fuck with them at that point. It's just hilarious.
It's like, dude, we talked our shit. The game's over. Move on to the next one. It's just it's just one of them things. And see, for me, college football, I'm very into college football. So when my team loses, I'm pissed off for an hour or two, and Emily knows it, so she just kind of does her own thing until I cool off that we lost. So.
Yeah.
That's how Christian be, too. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I know. When the Panthers lose, I hear about it all the damn time.
You want to come hang out today? Nah, the Panthers lost. I'm in a bad mood. Damn. All right, bro. All right.
And when Clemson loses, I'm in a bad mood, too.
2 years ago when Clemson and South Carolina played, and Clemson won, 30-0 or whatever. I was at that game, and we left with 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I was pissed off. I was ready to go. So we got out of there, and the whole car ride was silent because she just did not want to say anything because she knew I was pissed off. So I finally broke the silence. I was like, well, that fucking sucked.
Yeah, that shit.
Hey, at least she knows. I mean...
Well, anytime you spent a decent amount of money on some sports tickets, you fucking hoping your goddamn team.
Oh God, yeah.
There,
I mean,
dude, come on, bro. When they lose, that shit pisses.
Because Columbia's already a couple hours down the road, and I done spent a couple $100 just for the tickets, food, gas, and all that. and it's like you get down there and you get blown out, and you're like, well, can I have my fucking money back? I didn't pay for this. I paid for a win.
Well, that's like me and Christian have some weird, extremely good luck with hockey games. Every hockey game we have gone to has gone into a shootout or overtime, and it's been like a fucking awesome experience. And
we went to that Canes game the last time, and I was actually pissed the fuck off. But like the game was so good, I was like, well, fuck, I really can't be mad. I mean, and the Canes were great. They just lost the game, so it was like, whatever.
Yeah, and plus they lost in like the fucking 12th round of the shootout.
Yeah.
So like the shootout went on for a long time. They had a chance to win. It was basically 50-50 at that point.
And we had great seats, and I saw my favorite player hit a fucking goal in a shootout, and I was like, all right, bet. Like, I got what I came to see.
Exactly. And I
paid for the ticket, so I was like, fuck, it's paid for. It's fine.
And they weren't even that expensive, too. It was great seats and cheap, bro.
It was a couple $100.
But yeah, I mean, dude, it's always good to go to good fucking games. But yeah, I've been at a couple Michigan games or something. Usually you try to go to the ones. Hey, fuck you! You
don't even gotta stay in Columbus, Ohio, to hear that fuck Michigan.
Yeah, fuck
Michigan,
that, bro. But anyway,
South Carolina beat the shit out of them both back. What was it? The Outback Bowl.
Yeah.
Golly. I mean, they probably beat the hell out of us now, but
Yeah, we typically would go to like games. You usually go to the beginning games in the season when they're going to blow somebody out, so you can see them.
Well, no,
but like we went to like the Penn State game and they lost. That shit pissed me the fuck off.
Speaking of this, I would like to go to a West Virginia game this year.
Oh yeah, we need to go do that. We need to go do a tailgate episode or something where we go around.
Yeah, we can. Dude, tailgating at Dub V games are dude, did you hear about you tagged me in that shit about what Bob Huggins did?
Yes. It was wild.
I told
about
you
his fucking paycheck.
I told you about, like, in recent episodes, how he literally has like a bottle of liquor on his desk, and he had his own personal driver. I don't know if things have changed. Obviously, they did because he got a DUI.
Well, no, like you said, he had a personal driver, but that personal driver was probably sick of his shit that day. Probably. Or old boy snuck out and just said, "Fuck it, bro. I don't need that personal driver. I'm gonna go take my ass to the liquor."
Well, I mean, it doesn't help that a couple weeks prior to that, he went on a radio show and said something very negative about the homosexuals.
You right. You are right.
So silence you say something after that. You say something about the homosexuals, and then you get a DUI next week. It don't look good on you, especially when you're a head coach at a Power 5 program. You know what I mean? So,
and when that direct deposit don't come through on Friday, now you're calling up the office saying I didn't resign.
Did you hear about that, Eric?
No.
Like he said, like they had a press release that said Bob Huggins has resigned. He's coming out saying, I never resigned.
he said that paycheck ain't been coming through. He's suing him for his payment.
He's wondering what the fuck's going on. I didn't fucking quit. What are you talking about?
I think one of the funniest videos I ever saw, I think it was a pro football player, but he was trying to get into the facility, I guess to go work out or something, and he typed his code in and the door wasn't open, and somebody was standing on the other side of the door. He goes, I guess they dropped me. The code ain't working. I guess they dropped me.
Damn, bro. That's fun.
Damn.
I think your neighbor's got an ambulance situation going on out there, bro.
Damn, we got some red dirt baby go so crazy shit
That's
going on.
That's where they were cutting the trees
here.
Down.
Oh shit, bro. That is where they were cutting the trees down.
Oh shit. I did walk outside and see he was running away from that tree and hit the ground. Damn.
Bro, let's hope somebody didn't chainsaw their fucking self or have some tree fall on them. Shit, that's probably what happened.
Bro, I hope not.
Bro,
you ain't living from that shit.
We might have to fucking take a peek out that goddamn window, see what's going on, man.
Shit, you ain't wrong.
I'm trying to look through the crack right now.
Should we take a quick commercial break and see what's going on?
we could take a quick commercial break and update the podcast when we get back.
We're gonna take a quick commercial break.
We nosy.
Yeah.
And what? Apparently, I turned my mic off, and we're back. Back on the bullshit. Nothing was going on from what we could see outside, sadly.
Old Becky might have had a heart attack. We ain't sure.
Definitely wasn't the tree people. They didn't get injured.
Well, I mean,
we don't wish harm on someone, but we like to see when shit happens.
It's kind of like a wreck when you're going down the road and you got to slow down and look.
Yeah, bro. That's like the number one cause of causing other wrecks.
Oh yeah,
fucking accidents. People be looking, and the next thing you know, boom, slam right in the back of somebody else, bro. See that shit happen in Columbus all the time. Motherfuckers are stupid.
One thing I never understand is why people brake check 18-wheelers, man. I mean, it's just, that 18-wheeler can go through your sedan like it's a piece of paper.
For real, but bro, I saw a smart car get hit by a fucking 18-wheeler one time. Dude, the car fucking somehow like went under, like he got sandwiched between two trucks and went under the other one, and the guy like was fucked up, but he lived.
Damn.
My dad used to be an 18-wheel driver.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. He unfortunately passed away about a little over a year ago. And he was actually getting onto an interstate, and the way the on-ramp worked, there was another section of road that intersected with it, and that way you can get on the interstate. Well, the car didn't see my dad. I don't know how you don't see an 18-wheeler, but he ran right up underneath the trailer.
Oh, my God.
And as company policy, my dad was fine, but company policy stated he had to go to the hospital just to get checked out, And he was standing in line waiting to get out and go home and whatever, and he felt a tap on his shoulder, and Dad turned around and said, I don't want to talk right now. I've had a crap night. I don't really want to talk. Turned back around, and the dude tapped on his shoulder again, and Dad said, seriously, dude, leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. Don't touch me. Don't do anything. And turned around, and third tap, Dad turned around all pissed, and he goes, you don't recognize me, do you? And Dad said, no, I don't. He goes, I'm the dude that was underneath the trailer. Didn't have a scratch on him. Just walking like it was nothing. And Dad said he hugged that man tighter than anybody he's ever hugged in his life.
Damn.
That's crazy, man.
That's God, man.
Yeah, that's just crazy, God. Man.
Because you hoping you don't, like, that is crazy, man. You don't want to fucking kill somebody or some shit, dude. Damn, that's wild.
Oh, yeah. Like, it was wild. He went through it. My dad went through a lot, though. Like, he was working for a company one time, and he felt sick, and he was sitting in the passenger seat of a pickup truck. He said, I'm going to be sick, so he kind of leaned. He opened the door. He wasn't seatbelted in. He opened the door a little bit, and he blacked out and fell out the car, and the car actually ran over him.
Damn, bro, what the fuck?
Did it hurt him, bro?
No, I mean, he was stuck in bed for about a couple months.
Broke some bones?
Oh, yeah. It was bad.
Damn, bro, that's fucked up.
Damn.
And my mom stole money from him while he was down and out.
Oh, my God.
That's fucked up.
She came over, and she was like, because he was at my grandma's house. And this was after they were divorced, and she was like, do you need me to go to your house and get you anything? And my dad was like, it'll be some clean underwear, some gym shorts, and some T-shirts and stuff, so I can change and do whatever. And she was like, okay. So she went to his house, and she went through his stuff and stole his checkbook, started writing checks and stuff.
Oh, my God.
Motherfuckers love to hurt motherfuckers when they're down bad.
Your mom has been stealing money from men since the early 2000s. Maybe
what makes the whole story fucked up is the check started bouncing because Dad didn't obviously. She went to like K Jewelers and like shit like that. She was racking up money, she's racking up the bills. So my dad couldn't afford all of it, so the check started bouncing and it all went back to him. Well, he went to court when he was able to after the accident, and he was like, look, this isn't me. I was like, he signed his name on his paper, said the signature don't even match up. She forged my signature. And he was like, well, you got to be more responsible with your checkbook. You're going to have to pay all this back.
Bro, that's fucked up. I'm in the hospital laid up. Dude, fuck that. The justice system sometimes.
That's horrible, dude.
Yeah, I mean, that's life, I guess. Hell, when I got my permit, I got grounded for passing my permit test. She grounded me. She took everything.
What?
Yeah, because I told her, I was like, I'm going to my high school. There was a permit class, and if you pass, you take it to DMV and get your permit.
Yeah.
Well, I did that, and she told me not to. I was like, whatever, dude. I mean, I'm going anyway. So I went and I aced it, got 100%, and I came home and said, Mom, I'm ready to go to DMV get my permit. And she was like, oh, well, no, we're not doing that. Give me your phone.
Why weren't you allowed to? I
don't know. She just didn't want me to. But then at the time, South Carolina was a dry state. On Sunday, we're not anymore, but but there was one spot in Greenville that sold alcohol on Sunday, and she figured that out. So she took me about a week later to get my permit. That way, I could drive her around while she was driving to Greenville to get some more wine and drive back home.
Oh my God, man.
That's so fucked up, bro.
Damn, I shouldn't be laughing at that. That's horrible.
That's horrible, but it's funny.
Ulterior motives at their finest.
Listen, it's not always the dudes out here doing it wrong.
I mean, I laugh
There's
at
a lot of women.
I laugh at the situation. I mean, I really don't care. I mean, it's part of life at this point, I mean, fuck it.
I mean, look where you're at now, man. You're doing great. Mm-hmm. And that's something to be proud of.
I mean,
For real?
I mean, I'm proud of everything. I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, if I could go back, I'd try. Like, fuck that. It made me who I am today,
Right. That's kind of how I feel. I'm the same way.
Like all the experiences I've been through. I mean, a lot of them were shitty, sure,
right,
but but if it weren't for that one time I was put in handcuffs or whatever, I wouldn't be probably sitting here at this moment,
Right.
which
100%.
that night was fucked. I got drunk at 16 and told a cop he can go fuck himself, and he put me in handcuffs. But
Hey, all it takes is one set of handcuffs for you to be like, I ain't ever do that again.
Well, no,
I still did it. I just didn't get caught.
Some people just are fucked up.
I'm glad that you say that. Like, I think about that shit all the time. Like, all the trauma that I have. Obviously, I go to therapy. I talk about this shit all the time. But, like, I talk about this with my therapist. Like, she basically said, she was like, I was like, well, I don't want to change what I've been through, like with my traumas, because it made me who I was. And she said, yes, because it has humbled you. And that's something that it takes a long time for people, for it to basically go into their brain. Like, it takes a lot for you to go through a lot of things to humble you.
Oh, yeah.
And it's better that you get humbled at a younger age than you being fucking 50 years old and then you're like, oh shit, like.
Oh, yeah. Like,
Is that why all the fucking rich young kids are always the ones fucking up, becoming
Shit, for sure.
like
Oh,
wild and shit because they don't get reality checked
oh, 100%. Yeah, I mean,
like everybody else does at a young age?
like, I mean, it's just one of them things. Like, and growing up and all that, having my mom the way she was, I mean, I love her, don't get me wrong, she's my mom, and I love her to death, and I would do anything for her. But
She had her demons.
yeah, I mean, those experiences, I know now when me and Emily have our kids in the future and everything, I know what I want to do differently that my parents did. You know, and it's just one of them things. Like it made it made me who I am. You know, it made me the man that I am today. And I mean, I won't change none of that. I mean, I got a beautiful wife, a nice house. You know, it's just one of them things.
You have drive. Shit, you're on a podcast right now talking about
True.
it. Like, shit.
I mean, you know, it's just one of the, I mean, and the whole thing with my dad passing and everything, Emily still doesn't think I grieved enough for it, I guess I should say. She's brought up before, you know, maybe therapy would be the way to go. But, and for me, the way I grew up and the way I was raised is in those moments, I take all the emotions and I let them out. And then if there's anything left over after the end, I just bottle it back up and I just swallow it, you know, and it's just going to go until I die. That's just the way I was brought up. I mean, I bottle my emotions. It is what it is. And Emily's like, that's not healthy. You need to go see somebody. But I'm like, you know, it's just how my family is. We just bottle our shit up and go.
Right. And that's not healthy, though.
I mean, it's not, no. And I mean, I'm not saying that it doesn't come out every once in a while. Like, every once in a while, of course, I'll grieve my father's loss. Like, his birthday's coming up this month. It's going to be a hard time. But Father's Day sucks. Thanksgiving sucks, you know.
Right.
And me buying the house, I mean, it hit hard that he wasn't here to see me and Emily buy our first house. And I knew that was going to be a big deal. And he was so excited for it because he actually went to the hospital while we were, right before we were about to start looking. And he was all excited saying he's going to buy this and that. And,
right.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I would say, I think it's just, because I was always like that too. Like, I would bottle my shit up so much, but like, eventually it comes out.
I mean,
that's the problem. Like, you bottle your shit up so much, eventually it does come out.
Oh, yeah.
But also in the same token, like, as long as you're able to communicate how you're feeling to somebody.
Oh, yeah.
And to where it gives you some type of therapeutic value. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter if you go to therapy every week or whatever. As long as you communicate it to somebody and it gives you some type of relief.
Oh, yeah.
A way to get it out. I would say that you're doing it right. You know what I mean? Like, bottling it up and just not talking to anybody, I would say that would be the problem. What do you think?
I mean, I agree with you. It's, you know, everybody learns from experience, but like, you know, over the years and shit, you know, when you get in those states of mind and shit like that, eventually you're going to reach a breaking point. You're like, I can't be doing this shit anymore. This isn't, you know, good for me or whatever. So I think everybody just eventually reaches that point or hits it to where you're like, shit, you know what I mean? Like, I got to do what I got to do to get right because you can't keep fucking up and going through shit.
Oh, yeah.
Having a bad time. That's not going to get you anywhere.
And see, since losing my father, I've always looked at people when they'd be arguing with their parents or grandparents. I'm like, you know, just my dad, he was relatively young. He was in his early 50s. And ultimately,
Right.
COVID's what got him. I mean, he had other health. He had kidney transplant and other stuff, but ultimately, it was the COVID that got him. But I mean, I see people just arguing with the parents. I'm like, just let it go. You never know when that last call is coming.
Right.
Just hold them while you can. Like I would kill. Like I still have Dad's contact number in my phone, and I look at it from time to time, and I'm just like, damn, I wish this phone would just ring. Just one more conversation.
Yeah.
Shit like that's rough, man. But the good thing is, at least, like, now, like, even though, they're necessarily not here, like, we say and shit, but, they're still watching down from
Oh,
and
for
shit
sure.
like that. That's the good thing.
They're with
and,
you all the time.
And I know
so
he
it makes it a little bit easier.
was essentially, I say suffering. I know he was always in pain from the transplant surgery, and I mean, he just couldn't get around like that. So in a way, I'm grateful he's not suffering anymore.
He's free.
If that makes sense, yeah, he's living pain free now, which does bring me a little bit of joy, I guess you could say. But yeah, I mean, that's where this tattoo came from. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's a koi fish because he had a sleeve and he had two koi fish coiled around his arm.
His sleeve was so fucking awesome, dude.
And I mean, if he was here, you would love my dad. I mean, he was a character. He's
awesome.
He laughed at everything. He loved everything. I mean, he was always just there. And he was the kind of guy that I aspire to be. He would give you his last dollar if you needed
Shit, he
it.
supported me. He was listening to my music and stuff.
Yeah, dude. That's the good type of people, though, man. We need more people like that out there in the world. You know what I mean? And people have gotten away from that, but like it's good though, because like you said, those things live on through memories. Like that's a good positive thing. You can think about him. Like me and my dad. My dad, has passed as well, and through shit like that. But we didn't really have a close relationship the last probably 5-10 years of almost 10 years of his life or whatever. It was just really rocky, and we didn't even speak for like 2-3 years at some points in times and shit like that. And he gave no fuck about us, basically all three of us and shit like that, which was kind of hard. So when like he passed away and shit, like you're sad and like you feel bad and shit like that. But you kind of have to take the positive, I had to learn to like wash away all those years of like negative thinking about him and just focus on the good memories that we had together and shit when he was around, because it doesn't do me any good to be mad at him or anything, So I think everybody learns to, grief in a different way, but it always comes down to like just think of the positive shit about that person and remember the good times no matter how shitty it got, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Because like you said, you never know. Like there's times where I'm like, damn, bro, like I know I didn't speak to him for almost 2 years again, but like sometimes you wish you could just, call them up, have a conversation, hear their voice or something like that.
I just think that you bring up that you didn't handle the grief correctly, because I can relate to that, because I didn't deal with the passing of my grandfather the correct way, because I didn't even go to his funeral because I couldn't handle it.
I mean, yeah.
It was too much.
My father was cremated, and we haven't even put him in a, what's it called, mausoleum or whatever yet.
Yeah. I thought, didn't he want some of his ashes in Baton Rouge?
He got some of his ashes right outside of LSU Stadium. There's a tree, and my uncle took some of his ashes to Baton Rouge where he lives, and he found that tree, and he put him right underneath the tree right there outside of Baton Rouge.
That's awesome.
And at LSU Stadium, man. Because my dad, he was a diehard LSU fan. He's the reason I'm addicted to college football like I am now. Because, every Saturday I'd either be at his house watching football, or we'd be watching games, and I'd call him like, oh my God, you see that play, or you see this upset, or you see this storyline? And we'd ultimately be talking about nothing, but it's just that shit. It's just there,
Right. That's how we do it as men.
For real,
Conversations about nothing that turn to something.
Yeah, but then that's the good thing, though, is like you have outlets like this, too. That's what's popular about a lot of podcasts and stuff nowadays. It's good for people to get out there and express themselves and actually, be able to have an outlet to talk and, people to get on and see what's going on, and other people can experience and shit and realize, like, damn, I think that's a good thing, like, about music and podcasts and shit like this is, a lot of people tend to stick when they hear something that's similar to their life. They'll stick with it. Like, damn, bro, like that. I went through some shit like that. Whether it's funny or sad or depression or some shit, like when we've talked about in the past, somebody finds that shit, connects with it, and then, they become a fan and shit like that. Yeah. And you kind of heal through those type of avenues and shit. You know what I mean? That's why they say a lot of people that when they're sad, listen to music and shit, because like the music tones and stuff like that do like, certain signals to your brain and stuff makes you happy and shit like that. So that's why a lot of people use those type of outlets to, cope with their issues, I guess you could say.
I mean, there's lots of other outlets, and I mean, if you listen to this, you're going through the loss. It's just get it out. It's just one of those things. It's not good to bottle it in. I know I said I do, but at the end of the day, just you need to grieve. It's just, but like Big Crispy said, don't forget the memories you had. Those are something that's going to stick with you forever. And just go through the grieving process. Ain't nobody gonna look at you sideways for it. It's completely understandable. It's a normal thing to do. Just hold, your loved ones tight. Like I said, you never know when that last call is going to happen. Yeah. For me, it was 2 a.m. Woken up dead asleep. My older brother called me and said, "This is it. You got to get to the hospital." So, I mean,
Well, part of what you just said is one of the reasons why I came down here is because we had to put our dog down literally yesterday, or no, 2 days ago. And I had this trip planned because I knew I needed to see my grandma. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, yeah.
And she has lung cancer. I mean, it's not very far along, and it's in the early stages, so it's very treatable. But, like, that hit me like, no, I need to fucking spend time with my grandma. Like, I need to see her, and, because I do love her. Like, I realized after I lost my grandpa, which I hold so dear, like, no, like, I need to fucking spend time with my grandma.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't nothing stopping me from fucking spending time with my grandma.
Hey, and it's been nice, like, and that's a good thing, like, about us being buddies and shit, like, coming down and experiencing, like, the shit you went through in life and stuff, seeing all the places you've been and sharing
and
it with...
fucking best friend.
I know, being his best friend, sharing it with the world, bro. Like,
my two best friends meeting each other.
Vlogging, fucking seeing where you grow. Like, it gives perspective to a lot of people and shit like that. And like you said, it's good that you come down here. I mean, your grandma's still sharp as an ox, man. She's a smart old lady.
Yeah,
she may keep that temperature a little too high, but shit, she's pretty sharp in there. But I mean, like, the good thing is hopefully she gets treatment for her lung cancer and stuff.
Yeah, she is.
Also smoking probably 2 packs a day doesn't help.
She ain't stopping that.
Nope. She don't give a fuck lung cancer or not.
She's made it very clear that she ain't stopping the cigarettes.
Yes.
And furniture sales will go up in that fucking in that kitchen and put them cigarettes out, and she will pick them right up.
He did that. He did that shit last night. We were sitting there eating dinner, and she's smoking, and he walks up and puts her cigarette out while everybody's eating, and she's like, "Why'd you do that?"
Hey, so she gets it honest, brother.
She takes it right back out the motherfucker, lights it right back up. Don't fucking touch my cigarettes.
She does what the fuck she wants. That's her house. I mean, I'd be the same way.
My great grandmother, God rest her soul, she lived to 105.
Damn.
And that lady, I mean, if you caught her without a cigarette in her mouth, it was a miracle. I mean, I swear she'd sleep with cigarettes in her mouth. She smoked 3-4 packs a day.
That's crazy.
I mean, and if you brought up you need to stop smoking, she'd hit you. I'm over 100 fucking years old. I can do whatever the hell I want.
Well,
like, all right.
The problem is, like, people don't realize, like, with not necessarily cigarettes, but nicotine in general, nicotine is actually a stimulant to the brain, and it's actually good. Like, small doses of nicotine is good for you, and it like helps benefit your mind and shit like that, and it can help you focus and stuff like that. But the problem is that fucking small amount of nicotine's mixed in with all the bad shit that's in with it too, because it's in shit like that.
Right.
That's like, so it really just varies how you dose it. But there are people that just dose like straight up nicotine salts and stuff. I like Zen, I like it. You don't have to taste that bullshit. Hey, fuck off. I'm a Zen supporter, motherfucker. I want to be sponsored.
He swears he ain't addicted to nicotine, but he's always putting one of them motherfuckers
I am not always putting one.
Brother,
and I can go without it, bro. I usually go the weekends. I don't usually Zen at all, but we're on a trip, bro. I usually Zen during work.
Because you're bored. I get it. That's why I fucking...
That's the biggest thing. Whenever I'm bored, I hit this a whole lot more than anything.
It's just a habit, man.
Hold up. Let me get my mind right.
But no, I'm glad to get everybody on this episode, and I think this was a great first episode here from South Carolina. We definitely hopefully do another one before we leave, or maybe another one or two, maybe. Who knows?
Who knows? Shit.
We'll see how it goes, but. It was definitely good to get down here and meet you and like hear all the stories, and we can share it with the people and stuff. And even next episode, we're going to be even more comfortable and shit. We'll have it like a classic, maybe some more guests on, some more people to talk to. You never know what's going on.
Right. I mean, I love it. We got time, and this is the best time to create content. I mean,
got nothing to do, so might as well just sit down and pump it out,
sit there and do shit that we love to do. So
for real. And so at the end of every episode we go with everybody gives their closing statements. Would you like to say anything to the people, Aaron?
I had a lot of fun. It was my first ever podcast, so, I had a lot of fun. I appreciate
person.
it. Yeah, in person. I mean, I was on the phone for that one time, but it was like a 5-minute segment. It wasn't nothing too much. And I know me and Christian been talking about getting me on a podcast for a while, albeit he come down here or I'll go up to Ohio, which I do plan on going to Ohio eventually again. But yeah, I mean, I had a lot of fun. I appreciate y'all letting me on. Twitch.tv/timely.
Hell yeah.
Shout out your shit. Shout out your shit. Get the gaming content in, man.
But yeah, I had a lot of fun. It's a lot more smooth than I thought it was. Even when, I create content, YouTube or Twitch or whatever, I get nervous in front of cameras. But I feel like it was a little more fluent than this. It was a lot of fun. I did have a lot of fun with this.
Yeah, it's comfortable once you especially when you're talking to people that get to conversate and stuff, have ideas to bounce off of and shit.
Right.
Christian, any closing words here?
All I gotta say is we're having a blast, man. We going Red Dirt Baby Go So Crazy. So that song's gonna be coming out soon. We got a bunch of shit in the works: podcasts, vlogs, songs,
everything you think of.
Songs are coming. Like
skit. We're trying to work on
the skit. We're
typing up a show.
Yeah, we started our script for the upcoming short film that we're gonna shoot, but also being down here and picking up on some mannerisms is really going to help with that.
It is helping a lot.
So, and we're adding to that as we go. Like, we're building up shit in the dome for that. So, I mean, that's coming soon, but that'll probably be within the next couple months because that's going to take a while. But, but the album's coming this year. I'd like to have that out.
We can have it done this year. I think we can have it done if everybody really focuses and the editing part and the recording part can go a lot smoother, and we can
right. I mean, we also have one of the other people on the album.
He's got to get off of lockdown first.
right.
That's a problem when your other talent is currently locked down.
Yeah, but we've been laying down a lot of shit. So the hooks, all the hooks we have done. So we've pretty much got about 7 or 8 songs partially done. So I mean,
true
shit. We working.
We are working.
That's all we gotta say. Stay tuned.
And like every classic episode, if you're a long-time listener or if you're a new-time listener, we do a song of the day at the end of every episode that we will insert to the episode. If you're new here, you're watching on YouTube, you will see the link in the comments. If you are on Spotify or any of that stuff, it will be playing through your speakers. So go ahead and we're actually going to see Song of the Day honors to all the guests. So Aaron, do you got a song that you're vibing right now that you would like?
Shit, I don't know. I'm gonna look at my music.
Hey, while you're looking it up real quick, I just want to say thank you to everybody coming out, checking out this episode, listening. Give it a share, a like, subscribe if you're new here, whether you're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, wherever. You can find us on every platform. Good Pods. Hey, speaking about that, we did make the Good Pods. We were ranked 34th in indie comedy and 100th in indie news for whatever the fuck reason. I don't know why we're not indie news.
Hey, we still making the list, motherfucker.
Yeah, but and that's some big names up on that bitch, man. There's some actual big podcasts up on there, so it's good to be up on that list. It just shows that the process is working. We've been having spotty episodes here and there, but we're doing it. We're doing our best, and this summer's gonna be great, and we're gonna get some great content out of this week. And can't wait to get back and, just release all this shit once we get it recorded.
Damn straight.
What's that song?
I don't know. There's not really a song. I've been listening to a lot of Luke Combs, but it's because I'm going to the concert, but I really don't have.
What's your favorite Luke Combs song then? We'll throw that in there.
Probably Hurricane by Luke Combs.
Hurricane. All right. You know what? That's going to be a song today. Hurricane by Luke Combs.
Hey.
We will see you all back here again next Saturday. Love you, people.
Good night, babies.
Deuces.
Peace.